Okay, so I'm here with.
Let me go your way.
Hello, welcome. I am here with ASHHNAILS.
Ashley? Wait, nobody calls me Ashley, and then you're like, Ashley?
I'm here with Ash, aka ASHHNAILS, aka my co-host of Yes. And it was very hard to get her on.
Oh my god, you swear. It's just, life's been kind of crazy.
Tell us
I feel
about
like I
it.
always say that. This is crazy, you know? I don't know, this is crazy.
Okay, so we're gonna start off hard, okay?
Okay.
With the hard-hitting questions. What is tell me some of your ghost experiences that you've had within your lifetime that you feel comfortable sharing with us.
Honestly, I feel like the one that hits me the most, that was a fucking ghost,
Mhm.
was one time I was like in my kitchen, like having a conversation with my mom, and we were just chopping it up, whatever. And I like grabbed the trash, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna take out the trash. So I take out the trash, and as I'm coming back inside from the side door, there's a bathroom.
Mhm.
And I see like my mom go into the bathroom, and I'm like, oh yeah, vas a bañar, like you're gonna shower already? And she didn't answer me, and I was like, okay, bitch, like rude ass. And then the bathroom light was like already on, so I like walk by, and I'm like, are you gonna shower right now?
Mhm.
And I look, and there's nobody in there. Literally, and it's a small ass bathroom. I said, like, I pulled back the curtain.
Yeah.
Because I was like, is she hiding?
Right.
Like, why are you fucking
She's mad
with
at me?
Yeah.
Silent treatment?
Like, I thought she was fucking with me.
Yeah.
So I like opened the curtain, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I literally saw my mom go into the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like go back and like look around for her, and she's in the backyard on like the other side of the house. And I was like, did you just scurry your way through here? Like, I don't know how.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, after you like took the trash out, I went to the back.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just tripping. Sorry, I'm like out of breath right now. I'm like,
so she was nowhere to be around.
She was nowhere to be
around.
And
you physically saw someone.
I physically saw like, definitely her, because my mom also has like long black hair, and it's like curly-ish. And all I saw was like it was literally just her like walking through.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it was like a glitch in the fucking matrix or something, but I was tripped the fuck out because I saw it. Like, I know I saw it. And I couldn't write it off as like, oh, like I heard something. You know? Remember when I told you I had like that sleep paralysis dream?
Which one?
So I had a sleep paralysis dream once when I had COVID, when I was like sweat crying. And I went to like my mom like woke me up, and she had me go sleep with her because I was like tripping out.
Oh, I remember it. Yeah.
And I was like tripping out, and so my mom was like, come sleep with me. And as I'm sleeping with her, like I fall back into like that sleep paralysis, and I see like what I feel like is the same figure, because it's like the long black hair, which is a very like generic, like everybody's fucking seen something like that, you know? But she's like standing at the end of like my mom's bed, and she just starts screaming at me. And I remember waking up because I'm screaming back, and my mom like woke me up. And she was like, what the fuck's wrong with, like, are you okay?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wonder if it was the same thing, which is also weird because I've told you like a bunch of times that like the spirits in my house, like the ghosts that I feel like are in my house, never feel the same.
Yeah.
But that one always feel the same.
I'm gonna get into that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the not getting, not them all feeling the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to get into that. But I want to say maybe this is a mother, or why do you think this energy resembles your mother a lot? If it is the same like succubus that was in your dream, and then if it is the lady that was about to shower, why do we think that energy feels so much like your mother?
I don't know.
You said the other mother from Caroline?
I said I live in the fucking, what's it called? I said I crossed the tunnel.
Yeah.
That's a really good question. I thought about it that way. It was, I feel like with the sleep paralysis. Yeah. I think it was just like, I don't know. I just felt familiar. Like, you know, you like make up familiar things. So it's like what I connected it with.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it has like a motherly like feeling, but I think it's more so like the features that I saw resemble my mom.
Oh wow.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
Unless it's also like some like subconscious thing, because like we both know like I got a little bit of mommy issues. You know what I mean?
You know how you say it might be something psychological
Mhm.
in your brain, maybe mommy issues, whatever.
My therapy session.
So I did bring this up in another episode, and I don't know which episode is coming first.
Mhm.
So they're gonna hear it twice. But it's pretty much, I feel like when you are not okay mentally,
Mhm.
you see
I'm sorry.
things.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
dragging your mouth.
No, but it's true. It's very tipsy turvy. But no, I know what you're talking about, because it's like when you're not doing well, you tend to see like little like things. For me, I see floaties. Like I see a lot of like little like sparkles everywhere.
Yeah. So what I will say is, I feel like the veil between the spirit world thinnens when you're not okay mentally.
Yeah.
So it could be psychological, but it also could be actual ghosts coming through. And that leads me to the next thing that I want to talk about, which is you feeling a lot of different energies in your house and different spirits.
Mhm.
And it's because we believe you have a portal in the corner of your living
Yeah.
room, right?
It's
So I would love
in
for
the
you
guest
to
bedroom.
Oh, guest bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, go into it and let us know everything.
So like there's always creepy things that happen at my house. If
Mhm.
it's like lights turning on, I hear noises, and one of the most frequent noises that I've heard
Yeah.
since like I've been pregnant is laughter. And it's not fucking like little kid laughter. It's not like somebody's fucking drunk. It's like it's a fucking clown. No bullshit. Like it gives clown vibes.
Yeah.
And it's like very faint. Like and I start like where I think like, is it in my head? Am I tripping?
Yeah.
And then I start fucking freaking out because this bitch loves to play like with art with me. Like, but
Which bitch?
you.
Like, what do you mean with Art
with
the Clown?
Art the Clown, because you love
Yeah.
to fucking hit me up and be like, oh, Art. And I'm like,
Yeah.
but no, that's like one of the most recent ones.
Mhm.
And it's like just really weird things, but it's never like scary. You know what I mean? Like I'm always able to just be like, oh, whatever. Like,
And like you almost feel safe at home, like you're kind of
Yeah.
used to noises and
I feel like it's just because I've like come to terms with it. I'm like, you know what? The noises, like the things that happen, I understand that like dimensions can be crossed and things
Yeah.
like that. So like the realm, like you said, the veil might be thin.
yeah.
And so I just like make peace with it. Like as long as like I don't feel fucked with, like it's cool.
And we have, like, I've never said it like this about your house, but it almost feels like your house is a train station. So they're just
Yeah.
passing through, right?
Yeah, they're just passing through. And that's why I think it's so weird to like have like reoccurring things with that, like one like feminine energy, because all of them just feel different. Like none of them feel the same, and none of them are repetitive. So far, the only one that's repetitive is like the clown laugh, which is crazy because I'm not the only one who's heard it. I think I was with my mom or Denise. I don't remember which one, but they also heard it. And we were like, did you hear that? And my neighbor has like a history of like connecting to my Bluetooth.
Oh yeah.
And playing like random shit. Like he would play like little girls laughing and things like that. So I thought it was that, but
That's
all
super
of those
creepy,
lights
too.
were off.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, that's weird. And then we just like looked around the house, didn't find nothing,
Yeah.
and like a couple days later heard it again.
The fact that you all heard it though.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But it's also like, that's not my business.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't want to look too deep into it.
I don't.
You said I'm not ghost hunting or anything.
Yeah. And it's crazy because like I'm really not, especially in my house. Like
Yeah.
I'm good. Like I feel it in the dark,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm always like scurrying
Right.
through. But for the most part, it's like the guest bedroom.
No down.
Yeah, that one, like my nephew won't even like go. Which it's his room
Yeah.
basically. He like won't even fuck with the room.
Boy.
And since we were all like kids, like in our teens and stuff, like me and Nana, we would always say like, because we both shared that room at some point, or we both like took over that room at some point. That it's something in the closet.
Yeah.
There's something in that closet that just does not like want anybody to be in there.
Yeah.
And it's so creepy because I remember when I like was living in that room, the doors to the closet would be closed.
Yeah.
And you would hear them like shake, or you would like one would always throw itself open.
Girl.
Yeah, it was always fucked up.
Have we looked at the history of the house?
No. I don't. Again, I'm very much like, it's not my business. I don't
Yeah.
want to know, you know?
Yeah.
which
So-
I should, but I gotta live there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of find myself, like, when I'm hearing these stories recently, I find myself wondering why that energy is there and kind of making my own little plot or like storyline of what
Yeah.
may have happened. And if I'm hearing this, like, it doesn't want to be fucked with, or like no one, it doesn't want no one in there.
Hmm.
I almost think someone hung themselves there.
I was literally
Yeah.
thinking that, and I just never want to like
Yeah.
dive into it.
Right.
But I also like, I think about it, and my like, I guess you would consider him like my stepbrother,
Mhm.
but like we don't like associate with each other. It's something like that, you know.
Yeah.
I know that like I've heard stories at least
Mhm.
that like when he was like heavy in his like addiction,
Yeah.
that he would do like shit in there.
Oh.
So like it's a mystery of like what went on in there, you know.
Yeah.
And he was like into like heavy stuff,
Mm.
but like I don't want to really touch on it because I don't know too much.
Right.
Like I can't really, you know.
Yeah.
But I also always felt like that was connected.
Okay.
Like there
yeah,
had to be something
like
that was
he
like
brought the
connected.
energy or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever may
also-
have been, or portals were open for sure.
I feel like that.
Yeah.
And then I also feel like it has to do with like where I live because it's like built on dry lake bed.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when it comes to a dry lake bed, like you never know what's like roaming or what's
And
stuck
like
there.
the mafia
Yeah,
was here. I don't know if it was a lake at the time the mafia was here. Probably not. Huh?
it was.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I would like I would touch on like Lorenzi and all that stuff, but I
Yeah.
don't have like the exact facts.
Oh,
straight.
and that's something for Que Pena. We're doing
Yeah,
an
that-
episode on that.
Yeah.
So we touch. Okay. So going back to the person that, or maybe if you don't want to get into it, we don't have to
What?
post this. But the person you said they were getting into some shit in that one room, Nana guest room, aka Nana's room.
Yeah.
So do we think that he might have messed with some type of magic and then left portals open?
I just feel like he
Like
was a
black or
really
white?
angry, like he was just like he had really negative energy, topped with like doing like heavy drugs and shit.
Oh
like,
yeah, it's just
I
like
feel like
that.
it
It goes back to like the mental space.
Yeah.
And like yeah.
So I feel like that could have, but I don't know what the house was like before. So it could have been like that. But that's also a trip. Is like the room could have been like that and also influenced him.
Right.
You know
That's
what I
so
mean?
true.
Excuse me, I burped.
That's such a
Because
good point.
Me and Nana, when we shared that room, like there was a moment where like she went kind of crazy, like just losing her shit a little bit, and then she like moved out.
Yeah.
Then I took over the room. A bitch, like in her teens.
Yeah.
I was
no,
like,
that's so crazy. I remember you
Yeah.
mentioning.
I like lost it when I was a teenager. Like I was on some skins shit. You know what I mean? Like UK skins. Like once I moved out of that room, like shit simmered down.
Yeah.
But it was like it was just like an energy that was in there. Oh, which is good to mention that when I had that sleep paralysis where I was like crying in my sleep and my mom actually came into the room and got me. I was staying in the guest room. I was staying in that room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because my dog had just had puppies in my room.
Oh, you did say, yeah.
And I was staying in that room.
That's wild.
Yeah, and my mom was like, and that's when I just was like fucked up, like mentally and emotionally, because like things were just happening to me regularly in that room because I was staying in there while I was like quarantined.
Yeah.
But after my mom like heard me like literally like whimpering in my sleep, that's when she was like, "Come sleep with me," and then all that happened.
Damn.
It's a fucking trip.
Yeah,
and
it's
that
for
room.
sure a trip, and we have always thought it was that room.
Yeah.
The only time I went in there was to drop off Denise with a broken knee.
Oh, true. I remember that.
And I just left her.
You said,
I was like,
"Bye, baby."
Here she is.
You really did. I remember she was like, "Come get me." And I like came outside. And I was like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" And I was like, "Let me go get my mom."
Yeah.
I was like, "Her knee's fucked up. You got to put it in place."
But yeah, I think I was just too focused on Denise that I didn't even like think of where we were at or anything.
But it's like one of those things that you don't like. You have to be around the room
Yeah.
to like feel it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like it's just weird. And little Lawrence has said like he's seen things like come in and out of it.
Yeah.
Or like he remember like he swears, but I'm gonna be honest. He's 10, like, or he's 9. He doesn't like
Yeah.
I don't want to say I don't trust his word, but I do trust it. But he had said like he didn't like. I believe him because he won't go in the room. Like he won't go in the room.
Yeah.
And it's because I guess he was like in the hallway and saw like a hand. And he was like, "Nope, fuck that. I'm not going in there."
That
and
is
he still
creepy.
doesn't fuck with it. Like,
Damn.
he won't walk around the house like with the lights off, or like if he wants something from the kitchen, he'll be like, Nani, can you like go with me? And I always do, because it's like, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, fuck it, go risk
Right.
yourself. Which it's not that bad. It's just like I could see from his perspective.
Yeah.
Because a veces, like, me too. Like, I'm like running through my house. I'm like, fuck. Or
No,
like,
but
you have to yell at them.
I think it's even creepier when a kid says they see stuff, because it's just like they are more sensitive.
That's
like it's a
true.
known fact. And yeah, like I've had the people here tell me stories like in this episodes, that when they were 10 and seeing stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, like Nadia had one from when she was like 5, her first experience. And then like me being someone who remembers being in Mexico, and I was around like 5, 6, and 7 when I remember the most. Like I could totally see that. I could totally.
Yeah.
And then Shari's experience was about 10 or 11 too.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't remember having any experiences when I was a kid,
Mhm.
but my dad's house was always just creepy.
Mhm.
But, excuse me, I remember like, but I also feel like those things only expose themselves to certain people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
feel like maybe the ones at my dad's house didn't like care like to expose themselves
Yeah.
to me, but they definitely did like the niece. Like she would
Mhm.
see an old couple.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't think her and I have ever gotten too deep into ghost stories.
Yeah,
I
no,
would love to hear that one.
I know, me telling her story for her.
I know.
I say,
The wild thing is, I was gonna ask you. It might not be Denise's, but after this, I want to hear one of the most scariest stories you've heard. Maybe that your mom has told you, or someone in your
I think it's
family.
my dad.
Oh, I would love to hear it.
So like my dad's always been like a skeptic. Like he doesn't believe in that stuff, but he's
Yeah.
also the biggest pussy when it comes to like the dark and things like that. Like I remember growing up, like he didn't like the dark. Like he always had to have like a light on if it was by himself. Like if he was by himself, like I remember he would always like tell my mom like leave the light on or this, that, and the other. And it was because when he was like a kid in Mexico, I guess that like he was just like really like bad or whatever. And one night he's like sleeping and he wakes up and he sees like a guy in the corner of the room. And he's like leaned up against the wall.
Yeah.
He's like leaned up against the wall with like a sombrero and it's like tilted down. And my dad's like freaking out and he's like, what the fuck? Like, who are you? Blah, blah, blah. He's like screaming for my grandpa to bring him the gun. He's like, bring me the fucking gun. I'm gonna kill this fool. Like, he's like going off. And the guy's like just in the corner of the room laughing.
Ew.
He's just in the corner of the room laughing. And my dad said that like I literally have fucking chills.
Yeah.
My dad said that he just like tilted like the sombrero up and like looked at him and he had beaming red fucking eyes.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, that's when I knew it was the fucking devil.
Girl.
Like my dad was like, that was the fucking devil.
I got goosebumps.
And that my grandparents came in and they were like, Jose, like cálmate, like no hay nadie. There was nobody fucking there. And my dad's still seeing him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everyone's like,
and like they're already in the room and he could still see him standing there.
He could still see him standing there. And they're like, nobody's there, Jose.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm fucking looking at him.
How old did you say he was?
I think he was like 13.
Wow.
Something like that. Yeah. And then in the same house, like my tias would tell me that like they would pull their feet like at night playing with each other.
Yeah.
Like because it was like 5, 6 of them. And they would all fuck around like pulling each other's feet.
Yeah.
And one night, like my tia was like, "Stop! Like you're like actually scaring me." Because like I think it was like she thought it was my dad, and she was like, "Jose, stop! Whatever." And it turns out that like they pulled her really hard, and there was nobody.
Damn.
And I was like, "Girl, what the fuck?"
No, and I think it's crazy how so much family in Mexico, they get their legs pulled and they see the devil.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why does it run so freely over there?
I wonder what it is.
Yeah. I don't know. But then I will say, being 13 years in Mexico, it's like the equivalent of being like 18-year-old person out here.
Yeah.
Or even older out here.
Yeah.
Because you grow up so quick over there. Like my brother at age 10 or 9, he was already driving trucks and like drinking.
You just grow up so much quicker. Yeah.
So it's crazy. But me exposing my brother for drinking at that age and my parents.
He said, let's get lit.
Right. But yeah, no, I have so many stories about that too, like
Yeah.
haunted houses where we would live at and things like that, which is wild. I love
Which
Mexico stories.
I love it too. I think it's like,
They're
I
my
don't know.
favorite.
I always think of like one where like, I don't even, this wasn't true. It was just something my mom told us to scare us.
Hmm.
But this is like another story that always scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Mhm.
She had told us like, you can't shower too late because if you shower too late, the devil's gonna come up from the drain and drag you down to hell.
Yes.
Bitch, I like did not shower late until I was like in my late teens, and I was like, let
I
me
know,
see.
right?
And I was like, how's it
Your
gonna drag my big
rebellious
ass through the
age,
drain?
yeah.
Yeah, in my skins era.
Yeah.
And I did, and I remember like I was the first and the only time I ever went to like Mexico. I was like 6, 5, 6.
Mhm.
I don't remember much,
Yeah.
but I do remember there was like, you know how you get those little cards like the saint cards and stuff,
Hmm.
or there's always like a little story,
Yeah.
or whatever, like little cards like
The
that.
saint ones, yeah, that they
But
have.
but it wasn't a saint
Oh.
one, but it looked like that.
Yeah.
From like my child memory,
Hmm.
it looked like that, and it was a girl being dragged through the fucking drain.
No.
And I was like, this is real.
You
So
said never again.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what validated it for me, where I was
Yeah.
like, no, I've seen like a photo of it, you know,
Mhm.
which it was a drawing.
Yeah.
But it
Damn.
really influenced me not to
Yeah,
shower.
exactly.
Which it's not like real or that I
No,
know
to
of.
this day she don't shower because
Like
she's scared.
yeah, like tonight I'm not gonna shower. It's just crazy.
That also reminds me of like you can't clean too late.
You can't
And
sweep because you're like,
yes, the
mhm.
sweeping. I think Samoans have something similar, if
Mhm.
I'm
I
remembering
think so.
correctly.
I feel like I remember Mozzie
Yeah.
mentioning it.
Hmm.
Or no, wasn't it that you can't come home too
Oh
late?
yeah, they have you can't come home too late. And talking to Nadia, she told me about an indigenous book where it says don't whistle after dark. And it's pretty much if you whistle, you call the
I could
spirits,
see that.
or like
Yeah.
maybe not even spirits, maybe other like
Whatever's lingering.
yeah,
Like I'm gonna reference TikTok, of course.
yeah.
But like on TikTok, have you like landed on like Appalachian TikTok where it's like what you do and like what you like the do's and don'ts of like the Appalachian Mountain?
No.
But basically like you don't whistle out there because it could like call whatever like entities are like whatever energies are around you to you.
Yeah.
And like you'll hear like things, and if the thing that you're hearing sounds close to you, it means it's hella far. And if you hear it that it's far away, that means it's
like
super close to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's super crazy, like just seeing stuff like.
And then now that we bring that up, oh my god, I feel like something's behind us.
That's how I feel.
Like
that's why I'm like slightly turned.
Yeah.
But I also feel like when you talk about it, like you give it energy.
I haven't felt it once doing an interview.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it me?
Not the portal coming with you.
I said, hi, I brought a gift.
Shut up.
No, I promise you it's okay. If things start acting crazy, I'm so sorry.
So recently, Nivea, I haven't shared this on here, so I'd love to. But Nivea sent me a video of La Llorona where you could actually see her. And okay, so the way it happened is, I think her esthetician has a tío who sent it to her. Her tío lives in the rancho, doesn't have access to Photoshop. Like, there's no way he messed with this video to make it look scary, right? So then Nivea sent it to me when I'm telling her about this project, and she's like, "Oh, you gotta watch this." So then the first video is pretty much her crying, like the screams are like
no, like I literally have chills.
No.
Like I can't even imagine the
Girl.
like the gut wrenching.
And you're gonna see it.
So you saw like the video?
So the dogs are going off when she's crying, right? Like they're going crazy. They're howling. They're doing everything. And I even thought about putting it on this series, but I also was like, I feel disrespectful to like the family that sent it. I don't know. But what I will say is that in that first video, that's all you you hear her and like you get the shivers. It's crazy. It's wild. The second video, you see her walking in like the most beautiful gown. Like she was giving. It looks like a like no runway show could ever. She's really that girl.
Costume fucking inspo?
Yeah, no, like wedding inspo, girl.
Oh my god.
It was very that. It was like the most angelic being you could ever see, like
Oh.
walking. It was very.
And was she gliding or was she like walking?
It was gliding, kind of.
Damn.
Yeah, and so Nivea's homegirl did research on like other La Llorona videos, and
Mhm.
yeah, they look like the same gown. They look like same stroll, same everything.
Damn, I really want to see it, but I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, you could see the video, the one of her,
Mhm.
not the one of her crying.
Okay, yeah.
The,
I'll see
the
one
other
of
one's
her.
more intense.
I feel like the audio and like, cause there's something about like those like gritos, like you just like that like cry
Yeah.
that you feel it.
Yeah. Let me make sure it's recording.
Okay.
You got a lot of really good stories. You got into the Mexico like horror stories, the ones of your house. Do you have any other stories that you want to share with us before we go on to other topics?
So you know how we said like nothing is repeating, like none of the spirits in my house are repeating.
Yeah.
But like since you brought up the dogs barking, it like made me think of like there was a moment where like a time where like my mom said that like she saw like a man in Denise's now room, like in Denise's room, and he was tall, like estaba alto.
Yeah.
And he was standing there, and she's like, but then he disappeared. Like I saw him from like the corner of my eye,
Yeah.
and when I looked, he was gone. But my dog was like barking at the same spot he was standing.
No.
And that they were like she was digging. She was like digging on the floor, which it's tiled, like if she wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
But that she was barking and digging.
Just a couple questions to end this show.
Okay.
One of them is, I would like to know what type of creature you would come back as in your afterlife. You're not going to come back as a human again. You're either going to be like a creature, a ghost, anything else but human.
But I would want to be a ghost.
Yeah.
But I would want to be an urban legend.
Oh.
Like I want to be something that's going to carry on.
That's very different. Okay, tell me.
Like
I want to hear all about this legend.
La Llorona and stuff like everybody knows like the story. I always say when I die, I want people to make up crazy, tremendous stories about me.
Yeah.
They don't have to be fucking true.
Exactly.
Lie your ass off. But I just want to be remembered for generations. Carried down like, oh, there was this girl. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's like, I don't know. Call me something. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But I want to be remembered. Like I want to be like an urban legend.
La Chillona.
Yeah, literally me.
No, I'm kidding.
Fucking brat.
Or what was that meme? The Alice in the Wonderland, and the cat's like, "We're all mad here," and you're like, "At me?"
That's me.
So you're gonna be in your afterlife thinking everyone hates
me. You just hear me. Are you mad at me? In your ear every day.
Right.
Are you mad at me?
I'm living for this urban legend.
I want to be an urban legend when I go.
No, that's the best answer. And how would you look, and what would you be wearing? And like, aside from "Are you mad at me?" how else would you scare us?
Oh, I feel like I want to scare people. Like, I feel like I would just haunt my friends because I just want to like fuck with you. Like, I want to be joking.
Like,
I want to be laughing. Like, I want to like you know, like a little payasa.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
As far as like how I would look, which is also like definitely long black hair.
Yes.
Like that's just like who
like
I
that's
am.
how you know.
Yeah, with the money pieces, don't judge me right now. My roots are hella long, but like with my money pieces, the blonde piece, for sure, always. And then my outfit, I don't know. Definitely Chi-Chi's out.
It has to be ghostly though. Chi-Chi's out.
They said that fucking, what is it? Like the bitch with fucking chichonas. La Chichona.
Okay.
That's my urban legend name, La Chichona.
Yes.
I love that. Tell your kids about me.
Right. Okay, so La Chichona is going to be saying, "Are you mad at me?"
La Chichona. What did I say? La Chichona is always regretful of what she said the night before.
Yes.
What friendship did I fuck up?
Or apologizing for absolutely nothing. You're like, "Do you hate me?"
Or like, if you're ever lit, you're always going to hear me in your ear like, "I love you so much. I'm so glad we're friends."
Right. Oh, fuck. And this whole time, sorry if it looks like I've been looking at your boobs, but I'm taking out the light.
Oh, it's okay. You can look at both.
You said La Chichona.
La Chichona.
Okay, so that's one of my questions. I have a couple more.
Okay.
All right. So, what is one of your favorite horror movies? I know you're the biggest little bitch for horror movies,
Yeah,
but you also watch them all the time.
I do.
So, which one has scarred you the most?
Scarred me the most is The Ring.
Yes!
Like, that one fucked me up.
And
It's always bitches with long black hair.
Samara.
Shut the fuck up.
And this is one of my
But also
favorite movies. So, go ahead.
Which one?
The Ring.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, but it's also fucking funny because I've been staring at the corner of the fucking staircase waiting to see something.
Shut up.
Sorry.
They don't live up there.
What was
Okay,
that
so
shit?
The Ring is gonna be out in theaters. Would you be down to watch it with me?
No.
Okay.
But honestly, let's be real. I want to say no because I'm scared, but I also feel like I need to face my fears.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to build up the courage to rewatch The Ring. I haven't
Mhm.
seen that shit since I was 8.
Yeah.
And I want to rewatch it because I know it's going to be like, I'm going to watch it and be like, this shit was stupid.
No,
But-
it's not.
Oh, okay, see, then I'm not going to watch it. Like that, to this day, my
No.
TV is unplugged in my room right now
Yeah.
because I'm still moving things around. I still like want to fucking throw it out the window. Like, it's unplugged, nothing's gonna happen. But for the longest, I grew up without a TV in my room because like it scared me. Like
Mhm.
it still freaks me out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
And if I ever want to fuck with you, I send you the Ring shit.
yeah, you and
Yeah.
Nana, you both. I swear to God, anytime
Yeah.
I get like random ass text messages from
Mhm.
you or her, I'm always like, "Fuck, is this gonna be the Ring?"
Yeah.
And-
No, but yeah, I do think that there's a lot of movies that you're super scared of as a kid.
Mhm.
And then you look at it as an older or as an adult, and you'll be like,
Yeah.
"This was stupid. Like it didn't scare me." But I think where The Ring did a really good job at is like messing with you even after the film was done, because you'll be waiting 7 days to see if you die.
Dude, yes.
You're like, I watched the little clip, and now I'm gonna die in 7 days,
Yeah.
or even
Any phone call you get that's a little sus.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, even
Bitch,
like
I've been
messing with
getting
your phone.
sus ass phone calls
Yeah,
like that where I
you say
answer
it's-
and it's literally just like, and I'm like,
Mhm.
no,
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
Or like you'll see a lighthouse, you'll see a well, like anything, and you're like, okay, fuck.
No,
like,
for real.
Yeah. So it really did a good job for messing with you even after the movie's done, and that's always like a really sign of a really
I feel
good
like
movie.
that era of movies, like of horror movies, did
Yeah.
a good job because like
Yeah.
that was also like when I had watched Final Destination, and Lord
Mhm.
knows that shit fucked me up to
Yeah.
the core.
I really like early 2000s for horror. I recently started liking this time, like
Mhm.
2022 was probably my peak of
Really?
horror. But prior to that, maybe 2013.
Okay.
And
See, I
then
feel
so it
like
was
that
like
there's
early.
like a huge
Yeah,
gap
little
for me.
gaps.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
early 2000s like
Yeah.
horror films really fucked me up. That I just stopped watching them, and the ones
But
that
you
I
were
would
also
catch,
8.
yeah, exactly. But like the ones for like in between,
Yeah.
I just missed like all of the Conjurings, all the Paranormal Activities. Like I never watched
Oh,
them.
see, and
Which the Conjurings, I'm like watching them now.
really good ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
like
think
how they're done.
they're doing a really good job at like doing horror.
Mhm.
I think they might be leading the horror world right now.
Mhm.
And then prior to 2000s, obviously we know. Mainly the 90s did its little thing, but it was
Yeah.
the 80s that really like
I
has
think they
been
did a good
ruling
job.
till this day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see
So
that.
anyway, so that's a really good one.
Yeah.
That's cardio. And then do you have any recommendations for them as to which horror movies they should be watching? Or like
No,
a
I don't
really
watch
good
horror
one.
movies.
A really good like storyline that you might have liked.
Suddenly my brain is dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never good at this stuff because I'm bad at remembering
Yeah.
names of things.
Mhm.
So I'll like sit here and describe something to
Right.
you. But one that I did like,
Uh-huh.
and it's not a horror movie. It's just like it's like a D movie.
Okay, perfect. I want.
It's like The Demon Called Low.
Oh, I've never heard.
And
Tell me all about it.
it's about a guy who falls in love with this girl,
Mhm.
but she like was a demon,
Mm.
and like she got kidnapped by demons,
Yeah.
and he like wants to bring her back
Mm.
because he was like in love with her, whatever. So he like conjures up this demon,
Mhm.
and they show him like hell and all these things. It's
Yeah.
like this is who she was, like this is who she really is. She's not a girl, she's a
Mhm.
demon, and it's like all the things he does to like try and like see her,
Yeah.
but It's all. I think it was like a college film.
Oh, okay.
Like it was like a film
Oh,
that
really?
college students
Oh, wow.
made. Yeah, but it's really good.
Yeah.
And it's like funny,
Oh, okay.
which I like. That's
So
one thing
I'll
with like
watch.
things like that. Like I like a little bit of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one last question, and I'll see if it comes to my brain. Which one is? Do you have a favorite horror character? Which I haven't asked this to no one, and I wish I would have asked it to a lot of people.
My favorite horror character.
Or like one that intrigues you the most.
You want to know which one? I wouldn't say the character, but the characters, because it's like 13 Ghosts.
That's a good one.
I love like.
Oh my god,
yeah.
they did such a good job with those
I loved
monsters.
all of them.
Yeah.
And they were so well done. And there's like a website that gives you a backstory on each of their like lives.
Can you send me that and I'll
Yeah.
post this for them? I'll link it below.
I love that. Like
Yeah.
13 Ghosts is like one of those movies that I really like.
Yeah.
It scared the fuck out of. Ooh, that scared me. It scared the fuck out of me, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. And they are doing a remake on 13 Ghosts.
Oh, okay.
So get ready for it. Hello.
You look so cute. Thank you. Are you still recording?
Yes. We're just finishing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wrapping up. Okay.
Okay, so those were, I do like that. And send me some of your favorite ones and I'll
Okay.
clip them in the screen.